Welcome back to the Boot Tragedies. I know my voice is a little messed up. Lost my voice during that LSU Bama game. Didn't lose it tonight. Had nothing to cheer about tonight. The Saints lose to the Ravens. I can't tell you the final score yet because the game is still going on. It's 27-6, and I just decided to do this video already because this game is over. They suck. Andy Dalton sucks. That offensive line sucked tonight. The defense sucked tonight. The coaching sucked tonight. The punting sucked tonight. Everybody on the field, besides Demario Davis, in some spots of Taysom Hill, pretty much sucked tonight. I don't know who I want to start with this game. I guess we can start with the injuries. Davenport left with a calf injury. You can just say that every week that Davenport's going to leave with an injury. We're just used to that at this point. He's been healthy this year. Hopefully it's not nothing long term. We'll see when the report comes out. McCoy got hurt at center. Cesar Ruiz moved to center. Throckmorton went to guard, and it was all bad from him at guard. Just very bad offensive line play by him when he came in. Also, Pete Warner came in. Came out with an ankle injury. He was carted to the locker room, so that's another injury. I'll start with the offense. I don't know what the game plan was. It was no identity on this offense. I don't know if we were trying to be a passing team, a run team, pass short, throw deep. We just did nothing well. We did absolutely nothing well. Pete Carmichael, this is his worst call game of the season. Absolutely horrific. Taysom was playing well. As soon as he plays well, he puts Dalton back in, and Dalton plays like absolutely dog shit. It was so bad from Andy Dalton today. I never want to see him throw another pass for the New Orleans Saints. I absolutely mean that. I've said it a while. He's an above average quarterback to average quarterback. He's only, really supposed to be out there 2 to 3 games a year. He's not a starting quarterback. He's not going to play 10 games and be good for 10 games. It's just not going to happen. I'm tired of seeing him. If Jameis is not healthy enough to play Taysom Hill at quarterback. Because Dennis Allen said when he started Andy Dalton that it's for football reasons. Now bench him for football reasons. Bench him for the same football reasons you started him for. And let's look at some of these stats before, it gets to garbage time and we think, he had a good game. Andy Dalton, it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in this game. He's 18 for 27, 165 yards, 1 interception. Been sacked 4 times, 68 quarterback rating. Absolutely trash. The run game, we have 14 carries, 43 yards, 3.1 yards to carry. You know what? Absolutely dog shit. Taysom Hill has 1 carry. You tell me how that makes sense. You tell me how Taysom Hill having 1 carry in this game and 1 pass attempt in this game makes sense. Please, someone tell me. Chris Olave, 6 catches, 71 yards so far. He's a stud. He's going to be a stud. Defensively, they have 32 carries, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns. Absolutely awful. But back to this offense. Elvin Kamara, 3 catches, 32 yards. Traquan Smith, 3 catches. Callaway, 3 catches. The offense just wasn't good. It just wasn't good at all. Like I said, the game isn't over, so some of these stats, won't be exactly correct once this game is over. But our third down efficiency, 3 for 11. 3 for 11, while Baltimore sitting there 8 for 13. You're not going to win a game. 2 rushing first downs to their 12 rushing first downs. Oh, and that's a touchdown. Andy Dalton right there passing touchdown. As I'm watching the game and making this video, I just know this game is over. So, it is what it is. Juwan Johnson, touchdown, 41 yards. 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. If we actually win this game by some grace of God, luck, nonsense, miracle, I'm just going to still post this. But it ain't happening. We only going to score in garbage time because that's what this team is built for right now, and it's absolutely disgusting. Now, let me get to Dennis Allen and this defense. We go from shutting out the Raiders, shutting down Devontae Adams, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, and those guys, to not even being able to come close to getting a stop against the Ravens. They did whatever they wanted on offense. They had so many third downs where it was 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. They were getting ahead of the chains every time. Kenyon Drake, I don't know if that was Kenyon Drake or Barry Sanders we were playing tonight, but we just couldn't stop him. He was getting 7 yards before he was even getting contacted. The offensive line absolutely dominated our defensive line, dominated our linebackers, everyone but Demario. Demario had a really good game, but they just were a better team, all phases of the game. Special teams, offense, defense, coaching. It was just absolute shit show to watch, man. Defensive tackles, bad game. Onyemata started off the game very nice in pass rush situations. Other than that, it wasn't good, man. Didn't see enough of Cam Jordan. Didn't see enough from Marcus Davenport, Shy Tuttle, Malcolm Roach, whoever you want to name. I did not see enough from them on that defensive line. I know it's hard because the Ravens, they run a lot of zone read. Everybody's got to watch to see who has the ball, this and that. But it was just absolutely awful performance by this defense. The secondary, I can't even say they played bad because they didn't have to throw the ball as much. They didn't really throw the ball on us because they could just run it down our throats and it was nothing we could do about it. Man, looking at the stats right now, like I said, the game isn't over right now, but Marcus May, he's leading the team in tackles. He has 10 tackles. If your safety has 10 tackles, that is absolutely awful. That means you're getting dominated up front. You're getting dominated up front. The running back keeps getting to the second level, and the safety has to make the tackles. Absolutely horrific by this defense. Dennis Allen, I don't know what he was doing today. Don't know what he was doing today. He has to take responsibility for this nonsense that he's putting out on the field. Alvin Kamara only had 4 targets this game. Like I said, game still going on, 3 catches. Don't know what changed from last week. The stuff that worked last week, we did none of it. We did none of the things that worked last game. Honestly. It's like Sean Payton really called that game last week. I'm almost convinced he was in the building. I'm just sure he just came with a game plan and handed the P Carmichael and said, hey, run this if you want to win. Because we did none of that this week. None of it at all. And before I get out of here, because it's late already, man. Daylight saving time is already messing with my brain. I don't know what time it is at this point. We have to talk about this quarterback situation or lack thereof quarterback situation or whatever you want to call it. I touched on it earlier. Andy Dalton, he's not it. I gave him a fair chance. Trust me, I gave him a fair chance. Said what he was doing some things well, all of that. But he is awful. I don't want to see it. Obviously, he's not going to be the quarterback of the future. Obviously, he can't be the quarterback of the present. He's not going to win us any games right now. Because if he could, we wouldn't be 3-6. So obviously, man, we need to make a change at quarterback. Now, you can say you want Jameis Winston out there, and I wouldn't mind. Throw Jameis Winston out there. Do I think he can save this team? Absolutely not. There's so many other holes and problems with this team that it's not going to be Jameis Winston saving us. But at least we'll have a chance to throw the ball deep. I mean, we got something, I guess. I guess we got something out there. Honestly, I'm thinking we just start Taysom Hill at quarterback. It might be time for Taysom Hill at quarterback because with this team, how it's designed with this receiving core, with Kevin White, Callaway, Traquan Smith, it's going to be time to just Taysom, Kamara, run the ball a lot, throw the ball a little, kind of like how the Titans played the Chiefs last night if you watched that game. Throw the ball 15 times, just run it every play. It might be time for that. It really might be time for that because this team is not good. It is not good offensively. It is not good defensively. We are not good in the special teams. We are not well coached. We do nothing well, and that's why they're 3-6. You are what your record says you are. But it's time for a change because we can't even tank. We don't even got a first-round pick to tank, and I'm not complaining that we don't have one because Chris Olave is going to be better than anybody I would assume that we could get at the pick we're going to get anyway. So I'm not mad at that, but we still suck. We're going to be the first team in NFL history to be tanking for a high second-round pick. Absolutely disgusting what's going on with New Orleans right now because I'm about one game away from calling for Dennis Allen's job. If he starts Andy Dalton next week, he will have hell to pay. Not for me, because I'm going to just talk on YouTube. But I'm going to go off because no one wants to see it. I don't even think Andy Dalton wants to see that anymore. I'm sure he don't even want to go back out there. But that's all, man. We lost 3-6. We suck. Welcome to the tragedy. Thank y'all for tuning in once again, man. This is DaBoot Tragedies, and I'm out.